Don't worry about those codes.
So don't do what I'm doing. Do as I say, not as I do.
Thanks, man. Bye.
I've been sitting here for 2 years, and I've only driven it when I had to like move it for tree trimming. I can't vouch for you have to drive it 100 miles to get it somewhere.
But we just want to know like what we're getting ourselves into, basically. Great, perfect. Got it.
Thank you.
All right.
Here's all the.
All right, we just bought a Ford Escort ZX2 for $650. This is the first drive. We'll see how it goes. All right, we just arrived back here. Alex, what are the first impressions here?
It's awesome. I love it.
Tell us about it.
You know, how it rattles a little bit. It's just real smooth, but there's definitely something wrong with the shifter because it's like ridiculously long.
That's what she said.
What is it?
It's a Ford Escort ZX2. I don't remember the year, 2001.
Yeah.
We were told we can't remove the Bernie sticker, so that stays.
Custom aerodynamics.
But it's pretty awesome. I think it's gonna make it all the way to Oregon, which is where it came from, we found out. So we're taking it home, really.
We got our Escort ZX2 here with a 16-valve Z-Tech motor in it.
You.
It's a beauty 2-liter. She's got a couple miles on her, but look at this fat intake. Cold air intake not required, right?
A couple engines too.
she's been through a couple engines. She's a little bit warm from the drive home, but you know what? She's gonna do just fine.
So it's pretty important when you buy a new used car to make sure it doesn't have any error codes.
Don't worry about those codes.
You also want to make sure everything's in good working order. You want to make sure that
Yeah, still wrong.
safety is really important when you're buying a used car. You want to make sure there's no cracks in the windshield and you've got all your mirrors. It sounds healthy. No
So-
rattles.
Is it important to make sure your car's not rattling when you buy it?
Well, it wasn't rattling when we bought it.
Look at this headliner, brand new. I'm getting my dirty fingers on it. There's a weird patch in the corner there, but we won't go over that. Light?
That might need to be fixed. That's minor.
Yeah. Other than that, she is beautiful.
Yep, let's not reverse. Okay. I know how to drive a stick shift.
Second time on film that this has happened.
I've only driven it every day for 15 years, but you know, it doesn't want to go into reverse.
Must be the
There we
car.
go.
Yeah.
There we go. Got a little rattle, but that's a speed rattle.
At 2 miles an hour?
Well, it's ready for speed.
It's preparing for
It's
speed.
preparing for speed.
And tell me about, is it running hot right now, or is it?
Well, according to the gauge, it's always running hot.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's what you want in a vehicle. I want it to just be ready and warmed up.
So tell me about it.
Well,
What are some redeeming qualities of this bad boy here?
again, like it shifts decently despite the looseness
Yep.
of the shifter.
What was that again? Good. It's a variable
brakes.
height shifter.
The brakes are questionable. We're gonna probably need to work on those just a little bit.
Brakes only slow you down.
Yes, that is correct. It definitely has some, if not all, of the bulbs out. So we're gonna want to deal with that.
So would you say this is reminiscent of its brother, the Escort, the Cosworth? Oh, yes.
Do you feel the racing heritage in the vehicle?
Yeah, you know, you can really tell the way they did the valves on this one and how similar it is to the Cosworth.
All 16 of them?
Yeah, and even though this one's naturally aspirated, you can tell it got its lineage from the turbo Cosworth. It's really a marvel of engineering.
Okay, well, it looks like we might have a check engine light coming up here. I think we had a chance to check it out, right?
Yeah, it's minor codes that we know nothing about, but we're gonna deal with them.
Something about camshaft position.
Oh, okay, we're gonna just ease out into traffic here and not get hit. Yeah, there's a little bit of shake when it brakes, but those are just rusty and haven't been used in years.
So how's the pull? How's the power band feel?
Let's see if we can find a spot to test it.
Yeah, I don't know if we've got enough room. This thing's gonna really take off, man.
Oh, okay. Okay, she wants it. She wants to get it. Oh my god.
My neck is so sore.
That was flooring.
Okay. I wasn't sure if he was flooring it or not, but
hold on. Let's give that a better shot. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but the steering wheel is incredibly sticky. That's for performance.
looks like a baseball bat, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, make sure you sap it up before you go driving.
Yes, that's exactly correct.
All right, here she comes.
Throw is so long.
Keeping her in third, huh?
Oh man, we hit 38 miles an hour right there. You said the speedometer doesn't work, but it works. It works great.
I guess the only important gauge that we're really worried about is that temperature sensor not doing anything, huh?
Yeah, that's we'll have to deal with that.
We have the technology.
Can you see anything in the rear view there? Side view?
All right, yeah, I think you're clear. The part that I want to talk about is how there's no obnoxious fumes. She seems to be running pretty clean and not smelling too bad, right? Like,
no, it honestly does seem to be running decently well.
I'm also not picking up on any cigarettes in the car from the last 20 years.
No, honestly, like for $650, it's a steal. I mean, this thing's a cream puff.
Dare I say, best value car of all time?
I mean, again, people are saying that the used car market is crazy, but we just got this thing for $650.
All right, so now we're going to be my turn here. The thing I did notice is that when we went to go swap, he did pull us up to about 45 degrees. That thing had to come all the way up, right?
Yeah. All right, here's Ryan's first takes.
Okay.
In the ZX2.
Okay. First impressions, the wheel is stickier than I mentioned previously. I'm loving the independent body panels from the actual door. You can see how they move separately from one another. Loving that so far. Visibility, 0. I can't see anything, and I'm in love. I think this is the single best car I've ever been in, and I want to buy 5 more. All right. That's great.
Okay.
Oh, I feel the racing heritage.
The brakes aren't great.
No, the brakes are fine. Here, watch. You can lock them up. See?
Okay.
Oh, dude, this is, like I said, golden, dude. I undersold it. The synchros are out a bit on 3rd gear there, but she did pick up. Suspension feels a bit blown out. But yeah, no, the transmission feels solid. Clutch is awesome. We can downshift. Maybe we should do some heel towing too. It's beautiful. Yeah, synchros need a bit of work, but you know, when you've been on the road this long, you're not expected to be perfect. From what Alex showed me, it looked like it was a pretty good turning radius, which I will demonstrate now. Suspension definitely floaty. Feels very Cadillac-like, but stings like a bee. I'm not feeling any lack of power with those camshaft sensors being out of phase. Honestly, perfect. 10 out of 10. I can't believe we got such a good deal with this rare vintage sticky steering wheel. We did it!
We did it!
Oh. So that was a great first drive. First thing I want to show is how absolutely sticky that steering wheel is. It's ridiculous. But you know what? It means that our hands will stay attended to at all times. Amazing. Beautiful. I love it. She's not perfect. Let's just get that out of the way first. You see that there's a couple... Sorry. As you can see here, we have a little bit of damage from side swipe, a little bit of keying mark here, a little bit of vintage, and I'd say a rare aesthetic, if you will, on the back window. We also have some of that same paint from that same car I'm not sure if those two are the same vehicle. It's just the underlaying showing out here. Not sure yet. We're also missing a whole bumper. But you know what? She's gonna do great.